What's good, you guys? Project Bmx UK coming back at you for another video, and today's video is going to be my top 5 BMX starter bikes. When you're starting out, you don't want to spend loads of money, so this list is going to help you. So I found out in my BMX starter career, whatever you want to call it, We The People is sort of the brand to go with. You can get cheap completes, you can get cheap frames. They are quite reliable, and if you're not doing flares or anything, which I doubt you'll be doing when you're starting off, I think these frames will hold up to you. When you get a frame, like a custom frame, they're normally a lot more stronger than completes, hence why they're a little bit more expensive, as they come with some features that completes do not usually come with. And in this listing here, it's like it ranges from 240 to 290, and that's the sort of price range if you want, like, you might want to be spending in if you want to get a decent starter frame. This is, bearing in mind, this is after you've gone through a complete and you've learnt the basics on a BMX bike. Or if we go back to the frame section, if you don't want to spend that much money, I do recommend United bikes. United does cheap bikes for what they are. As you can see here, the United region, £200. Yeah, this frame, I guess, is just it's that, I don't know how to explain it. It's just made to last. As you can see, it comes in a whole bunch of different sizes, and yeah. And United's a reliable brand as well. All these brands that I'm showing you are reliable. I'm telling you for sure. Never ever 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 buy a Mafia bike, because they are useless. No matter what Harry Main said. I'm a big Harry Main fan, but I hate the fact that he left Hyper and joined Mafia bikes just because he got paid a big check. No hate towards him, but that's just my general opinion. Mafia bikes are terrible. So, for it, like, as you can see, it's quite light. The reviews, as you can see here, I got these for my son's birthday, and he was very happy with all the parts and ordered, and the delivery was spot on. So if you are ordering from Source, the delivery, you can get it next day shipped and stuff, and next day shipped and tracked and all that lot. And they normally take really good care of your product, because you want them to when you're paying loads of money for something. So yeah, that's the frame section. Let's move on to the completes. So moving on to the frame section. If we were to go into BMX frames, you can see, not BMX frames, moving on to the complete section, sorry. If we go on to BMX bikes, like complete bikes, you have a BMX bike guide on Source for, you have an actual buyer's guide, which I'm sure tells you, I've never actually been in it. Let's load it up and see what it's doing. The reason why my internet is so slow today, guys, is because I'm currently uploading a video. So yeah, it just tells you exactly what's on a bike, what you can expect to find on a bike, sizing, so it tells you what different sizes you want. So if you're not sure on what size bike you want, just measure yourself, find out which one you like, go onto this site, or pause the video, find the one, and then see the top shoe that you need to get. Youth bikes, entry level bikes, and it just shows you different sections of bikes. Mid-level bikes, pro bikes, and yeah. So let's go back to the bike section, and then start by going into entry level. I still stand by buying a We The People complete, but it won't last you long. They're amazing bikes. The frames will last you long, the parts won't. I've blown up my Salt rear hub because it just couldn't withstand the stress that I was putting it through. all I was doing was learning disasters. I sent one at Kingston. I almost landed it perfectly. Got the wheel up. I hit the rear end, hit the floor, and then I went to ride off, and it wasn't working. It was all seized up, so I couldn't do anything. I couldn't pedal, nothing. I think the driver was broken. Later that day when it happened, I opened the hub apart. I took the hub apart. All the little ball bearings inside the salt hub, because it's not sealed. The actual hub is sealed, the driver isn't sealed. I went to take it out. All the little ball bearings, and they are minuscule, all of them fell out and went everywhere, along with the plastic casing that usually holds it. It just disintegrated into my hands, and it was disgusting. It was full of grease, and it's not something you want to go through. Go through with. That's with like any cheap bike, I guess. Bike wasn't cheap, but you get what I mean. Right, so let's get into this. No more story time. Sabrosa do some good entry levels, like the Sabrosa Atlas. It's decent price for a complete bike. Comes with brakes. Let's actually go into it. It comes with brakes, front wheel, rear wheel. There is some, what do you call it? There is some completes for like kind of cheap where you can get a free coaster instead of a cassette. I think Fit do it, but yeah, when you're starting off, you don't really need a free coaster because I guess you just won't get like used to it and stuff. So yeah, usually completes are made out of high tensile steel, which isn't as strong as chromoly like my frame is. And the reason for that is high ten isn't, I don't know exactly, but like what's the science behind it, but high ten just isn't, it's just not strong at all. And it definitely won't hold up to as much like stress as a chromoly frame would. It comes with, these are all the, it shows you what parts come with it, like what level it is. Sabrosa owns Rant, so that's why you see Rant parts on it. And yeah, the Sabrosa is usually a good brand to go with. The bikes are pretty nice. But one thing, you see this? You do not want ball bearing headset. Never buy a bike with a ball bearing headset. This is just an example of a Sabrosa bike that I found on the website. Just never buy a ball bearing headset because they are so bad. Always try and get a frame or a complete with an integrated headset. So much smoother, so much less maintenance, and so much nicer. So that's why I stand for We the People more, is because their completes also come with integrated headset cones, so you don't have to go through the hassle of ball bearing. Also, you need to know the difference between a freestyle bike and a race bike and a jump bike. In Source they sell all three. So a race bike is normally not like nowhere near as strong and can't stand up to anywhere, like cannot stand up to like enough stress that a freestyle bike can, because of how light it is and the material it's made out of. Usually race bikes are made out of, high-end race bikes are made out of carbon fiber, which is why they are not made for freestyle and park and stuff like that. Jump bikes are similar to BMX bikes, only they're a little bit bigger. Or you can get ones that are a little bit smaller and they're a little bit longer. And they also can't be used for freestyle because, again, they're normally quite light. Haro do good starter bikes. You normally want to aim for the price range of £300. Don't know what the currency is for America, but you normally want to aim for the price range of 300. I think this one has ball bearings. Nope, this one has integrated headset. See, right, this is annoying. Right, as you can see on the on this picture here, at the front where you can see the gyro tabs, that's also another thing you want to look out for. Get gyro tabs so you can upgrade the brake system to a gyro, so you don't have this long cable just going across, and it's a lot more easier when you're running brakes, which you want to do when you start off. This is what an integrated headset looks like. It's just 2 cones, and it houses the bearings, which what do you call it? Which make your bars spin. This, I wouldn't recommend buying one of these, but the final bike that I would recommend for you guys to get for your starter bike is a We the People Reason 2016. The reason why I'm saying that is because We the People is killing the game in completes recently. They are bringing out a complete which has a free coaster. They're just bringing out completes which have all good parts that will last you for a year. And yeah, if we go on to We the People's webpage, they're bringing out their 2017 line, and if you're looking to get a bike for 2017 and you're wanting to start off in January of 2017, I would recommend you buy the 2017 complete bike collection. I would recommend you buy one of these. Just simply head over to We the People's website. This will pop up automatically because it's their brand new line. And again, you've got to wait for a slow internet because you know that upload anytime soon. Yeah, so they have a different series: the Nova, Curse FS, Arcade, which I have an Arcade, which are really good. Justice, Reason Free Coaster, normal Reason with a cassette, Master Series, Crisis versus Pro Series, Trust, Zodiac, Elite Series, Volta, Envy, and then it just gets to smaller bikes. So what we want to be looking at for starters is the Icon series. So I recommend to buy a Arcade or one of these two, or a Reason. Dari, I don't think you guys have met Dari yet, but he has a 2016 Reason with the People bike, and it is amazing. The one downside is the tires, but then again, all completes come with terrible tires, and they can always be changed. You can always buy used tires from somewhere and then just quickly change them out. It's not as hard as you think. So the price range. Let's look at the Arcade first. The price for a whole bike with the People Arcade is. Let's go into it. The price is. I don't think they've released prices yet, but yeah, just the We the People. That's my final answer. We the People is the brand that you want to go with, and the brand that you want to stick with when you're starting off. Yeah, they don't have the price or anything; they just have the geometry and what you can get on the bike. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.